I saw a lot of explanations online about how this puzzle works, but I didn't fully understand it until me and my friend worked through it today. And now that I have an understanding of it, I think I have a better way of visualizing or showing people how this puzzle actually works. Each one of these puzzle blocks is given a number depending on which way it's facing and if it has a stone on top or not. So you can see a couple of them have stones on top, a couple of them don't. Some of the blocks will not move. So this one, for example, I can hit it, but it won't move. This one on the other hand, I can hit it, and it will start to rotate. So, now that we know all of these puzzle blocks can be given a number, now what do we do with that information? Well, if we go over to the Excel sheet, where I have mapped out where all these puzzle blocks are, you'll see there's 3 rows of 3, each one being able to face north, east, south, west. This is just so we can visualize it a little bit easier. So if we go down here into the bottom right corner, you'll see this, it says no stone on top, north, east, south, west, and a number. Well, this block, which we know cannot move, and does not have a block on top of it, has to be in this column. And in this column it says, if it doesn't have a stone on top, and it is facing south, which on the map it is, because north is towards those structures in the distance, so this is facing south away from those structures over there. So with no stone on top, facing south, it has a value of 3. So if we go to that block, which is this one here, give it a value of 3. So the next block that won't move is this middle one. This middle one has got a stone on top of it, and is also facing north. It is facing towards those structures over there, so it is facing north. Stone on top, facing north, has a value of 5. So we go to the middle one, put in 5. Now, if we go out from the middle to the right, we can see that this one also does not move. And the symbol is facing north. So we can say this one does not have something on the top of it, does not have a stone on top of it, and is facing north. So we'll go in here, one out from the middle to the right, facing north, does not have a stone, 1. So we'll give it a value of 1. And then last but not least, the last block that will not move, has a stone on top of it, and is facing south. So Excel sheet has a stone on top of it, facing south, has a value of 7. So if we put 7 in, now, let's go back to the puzzle. Now you'll notice that there is no puzzle block here. When there's meant to be 3 rows of 3, there's no puzzle block. So what do? How are we supposed to change the number or anything? Well, this is a small rule. If there is no puzzle block in a space, that is automatically given the value of 9. So if we go back to this sheet, this block is given the value of 9. So we now need to think about what numbers can go where. So in this back left corner, since it has not got a block on top of it, I don't like this color. So this back left one has not got a stone on top of it, which means it can only be a value of 1 to 4. It can't be anything higher than that. So we'll put in there for now, or we'll put on above it, be anywhere from 1 to 4. Now if we go all the way over here, this one can move, has a stone on top of it, so this one can move and has a stone on top of it, so it has to be somewhere between 5 and 8. So 5-8. So you know that block can be anywhere from 5 to 8. At first, put in random numbers that you know are valid and can be put in. So we need to add 1 to this. So bring this up by 6 to bring it to 6. So this is now happy, but this one is not. But that's an easy fix because these are both 16, so we just lower this by 1 to make it 2. And we have now made 15 on every single row. So 2 would be east, would be for the block faced east. Because if we go back to the sheet, stone on top, east equals 2. So we want the top left to equal 2, so we want it to face east. There we go. Now, this top right block, we want it to equal 6. So we need it to face east 2. So if we hit it, it'll go around and go around again. So now it is facing east as well. Bottom right. The bottom right one, we want to equal 8. And 8 is equal to west. So we want it to face west. So it's facing south, and then west. And then our last block, we want a value of 4. So that means it must face west because it hasn't got a stone on top of it, and a value of 4 is west. So the last block must equal west. And there you go. The puzzle has now been solved. Now, what you might not also realize is that if you do this puzzle 3 times, so if you log in, do the puzzle like we just did it, and then log out, log back in again, it will have reset. It will be completely different. But it will follow exactly the same principles. So if you follow the same principles, see if it has a block on top, which ones can move, which ones can't, figure out which numbers you have, and that is how you do this puzzle. You will get a better reward each time until you hit the 3rd time. And I'm going to show you what happens when you've done it 3 times in a row and you log back in after doing the game 3 times. You will see the puzzle has completely disappeared. I do hope you found it interesting. I certainly did, learning about how this puzzle worked. I wish the puzzle lasted longer because I absolutely had an amazing time working out the numbers, figuring it out, then putting it in, and then getting it right. Absolutely loved that. If you do want this little cheat sheet or Excel sheet that I've put together, completely free, I'll put it in the description and you can try it out and use it and see if it helps you. But thank you for joining. If you found this enjoyable, please like, subscribe. I'll be uploading a bunch more puzzle videos or just general Genshin Impact videos, secrets, little things that I've had here and there like tips and tricks. But yeah, thank you for joining. Take care.